My mom has been very verbally abusive to me pretty much all my life. Whenever she gets angry, she's one that goes for the jugular. At the age of 10 years old, I had a family member's husband that started molesting me. At a young age, I got introduced to cocaine here in Gainesville. So I learned quickly that to supply your drug habit, you can use your body. He stopped me and he goes, "Your tag is not lining up with your car." And I said, "Okay, I ain't got no license.
Can't you just give me a ticket for driving, da-da-da-da?"
But he looked at me and he said, "I can't, because this might be the time that you get some help." If I could find that police officer, I would be like, "Thank you. Thank you for taking me in that day. Thank you for not being a jerk, but understanding that I needed help."
One of my best friends started working somewhere, and I had just turned 18, and I wanted that sense of freedom of like job, and it was like the adult thing to do.
Right.
After she began working there, it just looked like a lot of fun, and at first it was just a normal job and everything was on the up and up, and then things started getting a lot more like sexualized and uncomfortable. And then like the owners they began asking to like have more like private time, and then we were supposed to be taking like work photos for their website, and at first it was just a normal like group work photo, and then people left, and then there was like a couple of us left, and then it became a lot different. After the pictures died down, it was myself and my friend, and we went into the back, and she asked me to go grab something, and I did, and then while I was in the back, like one of the guys came back with me, and that was like the first time that I was raped there. No one's gonna believe you, or like think of like the shame that you would bring to your family, and in the moment, like I thought, like, why am I not running? And like the first time I did try to like fight and run away, but I think after it's like many times, it feels almost like pointless at that point, and they just make it a lot more violent and like hit you, and then they'll just like add like a guy or two to the equation, and to like make it very clear that like there is no way out, and if you do try, there will definitely be consequences. I think TV and like the news portray it as more of a kidnapping thing, and it's like girls that grew up in a not so great family and are either on drugs or like in a gang. So I think that takes away opportunity for them to be able to see what's actually going on.
We drive until we find women that are out there possibly being exploited and trafficked. And we go into the areas where law enforcement has told us we go there with bulletproof vests on, and you guys just walk in When we come together as an army around women who have been trafficked and sexually exploited, suddenly she starts to see herself in a different light. There's no greater joy than to be part of fighting back the lies that have told a woman that she's unlovable, she is unworthy, that she has been betrayed or abandoned by God, by every person, but to be a voice of reason and to really point women to the hope that I've found in my own life, which is so full of mercy and so full of grace. And the coolest part too is that once a woman has healed, we've never had a woman keep it for herself. It's always been about, I want to use this. What I've walked through, what I've fought for, is not in vain, and it's not just for me. It's for all the other women that are still out there, all the girls and boys that are stuck, that think there's no way out, that think there's absolutely no way that their life could be different. And a voice that has experienced healing and restoration is truly the most powerful voice in this whole fight. Our hope is just to offer her dignity, to see her as human, because so many times women get to a point where they say, like, I didn't even feel human anymore.
I think at first I thought God would had dismissed me, and how could he love something so broken? I felt ashamed of praying, and it felt pointless. I think now, and created played a huge part in this, was that God loves me the same that he did before and after, and that he doesn't see me differently.
We can't pull people to where we want them to be. We're not trying to be somebody's hero with a cape on. We want women to find their own cape, their own superhero power, that their own vision of who God has created them to be.